Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Monday, February 22nd, 2016, around 2:28 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's a sunny day out, about 41, 42 degrees. Feels a little like spring. Tomorrow's going to be about 38. Wednesday and Thursday's it's going to be stormy around New England, but no snow. Maybe a little light mix, but nothing significant. Some news to report. The Chicago White Sox signed shortstop Jimmy Rollins to a minor league contract. The New York Jets have released cornerback Antonio Cromartie after one season with the team. And the game show Jeopardy is not going to have any more contestants from Canada. That's probably gets Alex Trebek mad because he was born in Canada. And there's been a lot of bomb threats today for high schools across Massachusetts. Not good at all. Most of these bomb threats are hoaxes, and if a high school student's responsible for a hoax, they get expelled. Plus, they have to go under psychiatric evaluation before they can be admitted back to the high school they came from if they are found responsible for a hoax. Not good at all. It interrupts school. And that's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is about guidelines for what I would do if I was in charge of high schools across the country for education. High school students these days have so many subjects they have to pass in order to graduate. It depends on each school system in the United States, what subjects they take and how many years they pass. And if I ran the high schools in the United States, this is my proposal about requirements in order to graduate from high school. In order for students to graduate from high school, if I ran the high schools for them to get a diploma, unless if they're very special needs kids, every student is required to pass 4 years of English literature. 4 years of it. That when I went to high school, that was a requirement that everybody had to pass 4 years of English. So everybody has to pass 4 years of English literature. Another requirement is all students have to pass 4 years of physical education, gym class. Like I talked about, I think all school systems should have gym class 5 days a week, even if it's only 15 minutes, just to get themselves exercise and, in shape. And if in high school, when I went to high school, it was required we pass 4 years of gym. Now, in Billerica High School, they only have to pass 1.5 years. Another requirement for students to get a high school diploma, if I ran high schools in the United States, all of the high school students have to pass 4 years of mathematics. That includes algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and some students could substitute that with passing 1 or 2 years of accounting. That was like that in Billerica High School, but you only had to pass 3 years of math. One of them you could use for accounting. For science, if I ran high schools across the country, every student will have to pass 3 years of science. That includes biology, chemistry, anatomy, physics, and others. And one of those years, they have to have a lab. Also, they could substitute it if they want to do earth science or physical science. Another requirement, if I ran the high schools across the United States, all students must pass at least 3 years of social studies. And 2 years, they'll have to do U.S. history, like the 9th grade, they cover from the beginnings of U.S. history, when the Pilgrims set forth, came over on the Mayflower to Plymouth, up to up to the Civil War, and then in the 11th grade they learned from the Civil War to current times, plus another year would be either modern world history or geography. And they could learn as maybe some electives as law, crime and society, economics, sociology, and psychology as social studies. Another requirement I would have if I ran high schools across America, that all students must pass at least 2 years of foreign language class, which will include Spanish, French, German, and I would also add like Chinese and Japanese, some Asian languages, because China and Asia are growing with population and more business are being conducted over there. So we have to have the students of tomorrow to learn Asian languages like Japanese and Chinese, get them more educated and more knowledgeable. And for electives, I would have like all the students pass at least 1 year of an elective course, and which will include health education or computers or business, or they could do musical stuff or acting classes. Also, I would eliminate some programs like which was classic, like work study programs in high school or ROTC, because all of those all of those courses are basically being eliminated and also being cut by school systems just to save money. It's kind of a shame, but I think more and more of those programs will be focused on education, and the high school students need to be more educated now with almost everything, with science, social studies, math, and English. Plus, they need to do gym and also take foreign languages, and maybe have an elective here and there. And I will make sure all students' schedules in all the high schools across the country to avoid study halls, because study halls are just 40 to 50 minutes, and sometimes the kids at these study halls really aren't studying. It's like a free period for them. When I was in high school, I had a few studies here and there, and it was kind of a free period, but not anymore, where more and more school systems are de-emphasizing on study halls at all. But I would totally eliminate them if I ran high schools across the country. No more study halls. And the average school day for me, if I ran high schools across the United States, would be 7.5 hours a day, and have 7 periods, maybe an hour long. You have to throw maybe about 20 minutes for lunch, and also homeroom will be about 15 minutes. So it'll be 7.5 hours a day. And that's about it on that. I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about my personality profile. My last personality profile for the month of February, which will be Ron McLean, the host of Hockey Night in Canada. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm Julie Budding Guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCOX and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt, so stunning. She's the best. She's also got nice legs. Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent, and she's got nice legs as well, and she's cute. And also, Amy Swensey's awesome. And in the words of Taz, former ECW World Champion, beat me if you can, survive if I let you. Bye. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and Google+. Questions, comments, concerns, and video blog suggestions, private message me will be addressed by.